Welcome back to Manatek. Today, we have a fun and light-hearted piece for you, in which Craig Irwin is roasted on CNBC. How can this guy even have a job? So, grab some popcorn, settle down, and let's get started on the roast.
With more on the run so far this year, Craig Irwin, Roth Capital Senior Research Analyst, and Ray Wong, Constellation Research Principal Analyst. You guys, I just don't see how you can have price targets like this. It just, I guess it's a commentary on the stock and how people feel about Tesla and Elon Musk. I checked the numbers to see if they were right. Ray, you have a buy on Tesla with a $320 price target. Craig, you have an $85 price target. I mean, you guys are looking at this. You're looking at the same thing. Craig, you had a hold too. When did you put that 85 on there? Did you? It was in 2000. When did you put it on?
It's been on for like a year and a half, 2 years right now. I don't remember exactly when I put it on.
Your privates are in a vice, man. Craig, aren't they? I mean, aren't you howling in pain, huh?
Heck no, man. Heck no, right? The point today is price cuts work, right? There's demand for EVs out there. EVs are something compelling to a tranche of consumers. EVs are inevitable, right? That is the punchline today. But when you step back and you say this 6% move is a $50 billion increase to the market cap, and you look at the market cap of Ford today at just $60 billion, that puts it very clearly in context. Tesla has more than 100 other competing EV models coming to market to compete against their four mainline units. You know, many of those are going to be wildly successful. The same pressure we saw in the back end of last year that brought this thing basically down to 100 is going to build into the end of this year when those models actually launch, and it's going to intensify next year. So the valuation, it's absurd. It's egregiously overvalued, but I get it. It's a consensus long. It's a company that's executing. That's why I don't have a sell rating. I have a neutral rating because I got a lot of levers to throw.
Well, right? That's bizarre. Craig, you got an $85 price target. How can you have it's a 277. That should be a sell rate. Nothing about what you're saying makes sense, Craig. And I mean, I understand it could happen, but you got to acknowledge that if you were a customer of Roth or a client of Roth and they were following your advice and they watched it go from wherever it is back to where it is now, they'd be saying, you know, that's putting a lot of faith in you being right eventually, Craig, right?
That's not what the institutional investors are saying. That's not what the CIOs of the world are saying. Around 70% of the CIOs out there say there's no way they would buy something like Tesla. You know, the guys that are long Tesla are momentum players, right? They behave a lot like retail in the way they trade things, but they move much faster and have much higher quality information. And many of them don't fundamentally disagree with me at all about the issue back end of the year.
Ray, do you disagree? Ray,
I think, look, this is a market cap raid, right? There's massive automation, fully integrated supply chain, optimization of government subsidies. There's no other car company that can beat them at this game right now in terms of scale, other than BYD in terms of in China. And so they're taking market share and market cap from all the other players. And so the goal is to get as many vehicles on the road as you can to get their AI out there, get their mapping out there, and ultimately get to self-driving. The end game is not to be just an EV maker. It's multiple business lines that people are betting on, from insurance to self-driving to energy generation and distribution. So cars are just part one. And if I was Craig and I'm looking just at the car side, I'd agree with him. But all the other things on the other end of that raid makes a big difference. And with a $9,500 profit margin to play with versus GM at $2,100 versus Hyundai at $1,000 or Ford at negative $760 per vehicle, they're taking market share and they're taking market cap.
Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you could show your support by hitting the like button and subscribing to our channel. You'll never miss out on my latest material, chats, or intriguing features if you subscribe. I am dedicated to providing you with useful information as well as funny moments from the world of finance. So, subscribe, keep in touch and informed with Manatek.